He has been made to believe that you are his nightmare. The shadow has already fallen across his eyes. In the quiet hours when sleep should bring rest, it comes for him instead. You are not a dream that fades with morning light. You are the shape he cannot outrun, the presence he feels watching from the edge of every room he enters. He has been taught to see you as his nightmare, and that teaching has taken root deep into his bones. He wakes in the dark, heart pounding, sweat cold on his skin. The air feels heavier around him, thick with the weight of something unseen. He tells himself it is only imagination, only the tricks of a tired mind. Yet the feeling grows stronger each night. Your form lingers just beyond the corner of his sight, never fully visible, never gone. He turns quickly, hoping to catch it, but there it's only empty space and the echo of his own breath. The nightmare has been planted in him, and it blooms now without need for reason or proof. In the days that follow, his steps become slower, more careful. He avoids mirrors after sunset. He leaves lights burning long into the night. Small habits change without him noticing. He checks behind doors twice. He listens too closely to every creak in the floorboards. The belief sinks deeper. You are not merely a fear. You are the fear that has been given his name, shaped to fit the corners of his thoughts perfectly. Every shadow on the wall carries your outline. Every silence holds the promise of your approach. He begins to speak to himself in whispers, trying to push the idea away. The words feel weak against the growing certainty. The nightmare does not argue back, it simply waits, patient as stone, letting his own mind do the work of strengthening it. He remembers fragments of old stories he once laughed at, tales of things that haunt from within. Now those fragments feel familiar, too close. The belief has twisted them into warnings meant only for him. You have become the hunter in those tales, silent and endless. Time stretches strategy around him. Hours feel longer when he is alone. Minutes vanish when he tries to focus on ordinary tasks. The tremor is small but constant, a reminder that the nightmare has already touched his body as well as his thoughts. He avoids crowds because eyes might belong to you in disguise. He avoids empty places because emptiness might suddenly fill with your presence. There is no safeguard left. There is no safe ground left. The ground itself feels to shift under his feet, tilting toward the darkness where you stand. His friends notice the change but do not understand it. They see a man growing thinner, quieter, more distant. They offer simple comforts, food, conversations, distractions. None of it reaches the place where the nightmare lives. If it has built walls inside him, thick and high, sealed with his own fear. He smiles at them with lips that feel false. The shadow laughs without sound. You are the secret he cannot share, the truth he cannot escape. The more he hides it, the stronger it becomes. Days turn into weeks. The nightmare spreads beyond night hours. He sees your reflection in windows as he walks past, gone when he looks again. He hears your footsteps matching his own empty streets, always on beat behind. The air carries a faint chill that follows him from room to room, no matter how warm the sun shines outside. Ordinary objects take a new meaning. A coat hanging on a hook becomes a figure waiting. In the deepest part of night, when the world outside is still, he sits upright in bed. His breathing comes shallow and fast. He feels the pressure of eyes upon him, heavy and unblinking. The room feels smaller, walls closing in with each heartbeat. You are the nightmare he was made to accept, shaped by hands he cannot name, planted in soil, prepared long before he understood the danger. Yes, something stirs beneath the fear, a small spark, faint but steady. He does not recognize it yet. It is the beginning of seeing the lie for what it is. The nightmare depends on his belief to survive. Without that belief, it has no substance, no power. He catches glimpses of this truth in rare moments of clarity when exhaustion strips away the layers of deception. In those moments, the shadow seems thinner, less solid, the footsteps fade, the chill lifts slightly, but the belief returns quickly, reinforced by years of careful teaching, pulls him back under like a tide that never rests. The footsteps sound less certain. The chill carries a trace of warmth that was never there before. He will rise from this, not today, not tomorrow, but the moment is coming when he looks directly at the nightmare and sees it for the illusion it has always been. The end of this chapter approaches, though he cannot see it clearly. The belief that you are his nightmare has been strong, but beliefs can break when tested long enough. He has been made to accept the lie. Now the lie begins to show its cracks. In the quiet hours when the shadow seems strongest, the first threads of doubt weave themselves into his thoughts. You remain the figure in the dark, but your edges blur slightly. The footsteps sound less certain. The chill carries a trace of warmth. The teaching that bound him will lose its grip. The shadow will fade into ordinary darkness, harmless once more. He does not know this ending yet. He only feels the pressure, the endless watchfulness, the growing exhaustion. But deep inside, where the spark still burns, the change has already started. The nightmare senses it too. That is why it rages now in the spaces between his thoughts. He has been made to believe you are the nightmare. Soon he will believe something new. The old belief will crumble, leaving only the man who once carried it, standing taller in the light he thought was lost forever. The end approaches on soft feet, unseen but certain. The belief crumbles, the fear dissolves, the man rises in the quiet victory of a mind that refuses to fit the shadow any longer. The nightmare was made, and what was made can be unmade. He carries the power to do it. He always has. The shadow simply made him forget. Now the forgetting ends. The remembering begins, and in that remembering, you fade into the nothing from which you were born. The long night passes. Dawn waits on the horizon, patient and bright. He walks toward it, one steady step at a time. The nightmare loses its name, the fear loses its hold, the man reclaims what was taken. This is the unfolding, this is the path, this is the quiet revolution inside one weary soul. The belief that you are his nightmare has ruled long enough. Its reign draws to a close. The shadow retreats, the light returns, and he at last breathes free.